So thanks for giving me the floor because, as Herman said, I have also a history being Dutch European and now American-based. CBRE Global Investors is at the very early stage to look into Turkey again. So before the crisis, I was traveling quite often to Istanbul because Istanbul was the place to be those days. And they internally in the company called me already Martin Atatürk because I was so often there and I had the most knowledge. And I was really unhappy because we have been close to sign a joint venture with Renaissance to enter the market. The crisis have stopped us, and I have to be very clear, we are at the very, very early stage because there is demand. I'm myself based in Prague, covering the eastern region, and I was very happy just to see it's about Vienna, Prague, even Brno, having the same 147 level on ranking, even only being a city of 300,000 inhabitants. So it's an interesting market for us because we are not looking at any Russia or Ukraine's or the little Albania's, Montenegros, because this is not sizable enough. So the logic consequence is to go further. As we did some homework, and also we have the demand by US money and Asian money. I'm very focusing those days to convince the board members in Amsterdam reporting to LA that Turkey is the market to be. Now, but asset classes. I was coming here as we are doing 80% in my region on retail, dominant shopping centers like Zloty Taras in Warsaw. And I learned today that the office market is even more interesting. So I'm opening my minds, and gentlemen, thanks for that, answering the questions on yields. Yes, we are looking for the yields mentioned. There's a big gap because Turkey, by investors, and we mainly have pension fund money from the Nordics via majority stake coming from the Netherlands, but also Danish money. So these kind of sources. And even all the investors I talk to, they see Turkey like my region, Central Europe, to have a premium on top. Because it's a different market, it's a new market. There are just the big players doing again business there. Is it fair? No, it isn't, but we have to live with that. Because if I'm coming with a yield between 6 and 7, I better stay home because it doesn't make any sense. If it's above that and it's really, we are buying only cash flow producing assets, then I will survive. But I'm fighting that, and I'm very happy to be end of May for a few days again and be enlarging the scope. Turkey is not Istanbul. We learned that, so the Ankaras and other locations are on the list. So I don't want to stress your time budget, but yes, we are, and I want to be very clear again for also the medias here in the room. I don't want to read tomorrow, Sabelko says we are hiding Turkey. We are at the very, very, you will make my life very uneasy. But it's on the radar. I'm very serious. I'm happy to be there as soon as possible. But in the same moment, I'm facing things like Redefco was mentioned, very comparable in the risk profile. They left the market and sold to Blackstone. Yeah? So I have to have better answers or very good answers. Why? There's always a reason why, and we can always find the story behind it. But to make a conclusion, both asset classes are very interested. The yield expectations I mentioned are rather on the side as the panel said. It's not the 6-ish. It's plus, yeah.